didn't want you to have to see me. Sweetie kindness, humility. So, humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. Let me say it one more time because it makes so much sense to say it this way. Humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less. So we still have to have that presence about ourselves, that who we are and that we are enough. So we're not thinking less of ourselves, we're just thinking of yourself less. So, example, humility creates space for others. It opens the door to understanding and it deepens trust by shifting focus outward instead of inward. So, when we talked about in our devotional today of serving others without us having to get recognition, humility would be part of that because it creates that space for others. It opens the door to understanding and it deepens trust by shifting focus outward instead of inward. So if we're focused on serving somebody else instead of the recognition that we would get by serving others, in that same sentence, this humility shows how that works, what we talked about in a devotional today. So I remember a conversation where I was waiting for my turn to talk instead of truly listening. Have you ever been there and somebody says something and you can't wait to say what you're thinking? I was on a podcast yesterday where I was listening to other folks on the panel talking, and I caught myself thinking, man, I can't wait to answer this question. When's it going to be my turn? When's it going to be my turn? Me. You remember that when you were a kid and you're going me? Well, I'm a 60-year-old man and I'm still going me. And then, but what I realized is by me doing that, in the moment, I caught myself going, wait a minute. I'm so busy trying to cultivate my thoughts and what I'm going to say, as if what I was going to say was more important than what the person who was talking was going to say. And then I realized if I just listened and listened to what his heart was and what he was saying, and what actually happened when I did that is it changed me even needing to say something. But then when I did say something, it was totally different than what I thought I needed to say in that moment. So the moment I stopped trying to be impressive and started being curious, relationship deepened, humility didn't shrink me, it expanded my connection. Now I have a better connection with that person yesterday because I listened and I responded to what he was saying instead of what I was saying. And so today I want you to make a connection by asking someone else how they're really doing. Then listen without trying to fix it, without trying to change it, without trying to, oh, how about I just understand? So make a connection today by asking somebody purposely how they're really doing. And if they say fine, what does fine mean? Have you ever asked anybody that? I say, how you doing? Fine? I'm doing all right. What does all right mean? And then listen. Don't do it because, and that's kind of we change, our perspective, our automated routine is when we break the cycle of what we normally say. How you doing? I'm good. What does it mean? And they have to respond to that, and you have to think in your mind, what does good mean? So your promise for yourself can be anything that you want to do today. It doesn't matter to me what you want to do. It can be absolutely anything that you want to do. You're good, but I'm going to give you what I'm doing today. I'm listening without redirecting the conversation back to myself. So how about you do that today if you can't think of what that promise is? Okay, so I want you to make that promise. I am going to listen without rejecting the conversation back to me. That's part of humility. I'm going to say it. I'm going to out loud. I'm going to listen without rejecting the conversation back to me. And I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write it down and then make sure you do it before you go to bed. Again, today's word is humility. Sorry, it took me a couple seconds to get it up. But humility, and we go back to our word of this day. Not the word, the devotional, where we're talking about serving without recognition.